Welcome back to Keep Up channel. Brit grandfather, 67, left paralysed in Benidorm is slapped with £60,000 hospital bill after he had a glass of wine with dinner. A pub landlord who fell ill on holiday in Benidorm says he is being held hostage in a Spanish hospital as his insurer refused to pay a £60,000 bill after he'd had a glass of wine with dinner. Robert Atkinson, 67, had been enjoying a final meal with his wife Carol, 64, during their holiday to the popular Mediterranean resort when his legs suddenly gave way beneath him. Robert, known to friends as Benidorm Bob, because of his fondness for holidaying there, managed to crawl to bed with the help of his mobility scooter and Carol, but woke up the next morning unable to move from the waist down. Doctors at the hospital discovered a small tumor had weakened his spine and caused a vertebra to collapse, leaving him unable to walk. But just a day after his emergency spinal surgery, the couple were told their travel insurer Zurich wouldn't pay up because of traces of alcohol in his blood. To make matters worse, the family then found out Mr. Atkinson had unknowingly been taken to a private hospital in a private ambulance which the insurance did not cover, leaving them with a huge bill. His stepdaughter Amanda Little claims the couple's insurance company, Zurich Insurance, have washed their hands of the situation and are refusing to cover any costs. She told Mail Online, "The insurance company has washed its hands of it now because he had been at a private hospital. They also said he had alcohol in his system, but they were on holiday in Benidorm. It is not as if he was excessively drunk. They had been out for a meal before their flight home the next day and had shared a bottle of wine. It's not like that would affect his spine. The insurance company has really got them held hostage, as does the hospital." Mr. Atkinson, who remains unable to walk, is now stuck with his wife in the Spanish hospital with a medical bill that is continuing to grow as they wait for a fit-to-fly letter. His family have set up a GoFundMe page to help cover his insurance costs and bring him back home. Ms. Little added, "It is very scary what happened and is a complete tragedy in itself. But what has made matters worse is that when the hotel rang for an ambulance they automatically called a private service that took Robert to a private hospital. The insurance won't cover operations in a private hospital, but no one was aware of this, and unfortunately due to the severity of the injury, he had to go through with the operation then and there. It was only the next day, however, that they discovered they were in a private hospital when the insurance company said it would not cover the costs." Mr. Atkinson has now been in the hospital for more than a week since his operation on April 6. He is awaiting a fit-to-fly certificate from the Spanish doctors and his medical records to take back to the UK. Ms. Little, who works in a housing charity, added, "It is all very, very scary. Bob is in a lot of pain and highly frustrated. Everyone just wants to get him back to the UK so he can be treated closer to home. My mum is very stressed with it all. She doesn't speak Spanish and is having to use Google Translate to speak to doctors. It is very difficult for her being on her own out there, but we are trying to support her from the UK as best we can. She is so worried about everything, not just about the health of my stepfather but the monetary side of things and how they are going to pay the bill. It is a huge concern." The insurance maintains that because Mr. Atkinson, who runs the King William pub in York, was treated in a private hospital, was taking medication not listed on insurance form and had traces of alcohol in his system, it does not have to cover the costs. The keen rugby supporter, who often helps out his local Acorn rugby team in York, remains in the intensive care unit and is still unable to walk. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.